everybody, I'm nastymold, and so much has changed in this game since its initial release that it's time for me to finally update the All Collectibles series. So All Collectibles means we're going to be taking a look at every single emote in the game and every single star in the game. Of course, things may always change, they've changed so many times since it's come out, but for now, this is the updated version. So our first place we're going to go to is the Isle of Dawn after the beginning cutscene. Okay, so now we can start moving around. The controls are going to be a little weird at first. Which one do I like again? I think it's one-handed. But it's not letting me turn. Okay, it just didn't let me move the camera for some reason. So the first location we go to is the Isle of Dawn. That is this one right here. The other ones will be collapsed and closed until you carry on in the game watching the cutscenes. I love the Isle of Dawn. I never come here anymore, but I love the color scheme. So a couple of stars have moved in this area. There is actually one above on top of this little mountain, but we can't reach it yet because we don't have a cape. If you're just watching this to find the stars again, you probably have some slivers of your cape so you can fly and just go get it. I love the wall etchings coming out. They're so cute. Collecting star pieces, winged light, I'm assuming. So that is our first star right there. And what the stars do is they improve your flight power. So the more you have, the longer and the better you can fly. This is our first one, so it's only going to give us one flap. So that bar is one flap, so like one press. Like I said, there is a star on top of that mountain, but if you're just starting out the game right now, there's no way for us to get back up there. You'll do a long press on your character to call, and that will summon the butterflies to you to help you fly. So you push on your character, they'll do a little shout, and then they'll lift you up. So there's a little button on the right hand side that is like the flight toggle. So there's a glide mode and a hover mode. One is good for long distances, which is what I'm doing now, and the hover sort of lets you fall. There is another star in a cave around here that we can't quite collect yet just because it's behind a barrier. I'll show you what the barrier is and how you can get through them once we reach one. As you can see, there's one right there. I think the requirement for that one is just to collect one emote from the Isle of Dawn, which is what we're doing right now. This is our first emote. Basically what you do is you just follow it on its little journey. It'll usually tell like a small story. This guy's looking at etchings on the wall. And it'll bring you to a little end spot here where this little burnt looking body is. And you just give it some light. So this emote is the point emote. Once you've collected an emote, you can use it whenever you want. And later on you can actually upgrade them using candles you collect. So there's different gestures and effects that come out when you use the emote. But for now, this is the level 1 basic point emote. And the spirit flies up to the temple where we'll have to go to carry on with the game. And that barrier is removed. But before we go that way, let's look at this point emote. There we go. And there's another emote we're going to get, which is actually just behind this little ramp. There they are. So the same way, you just sort of follow them. If you're going much faster than the emote, which I tend to do just because I've been playing this for a while, you can always call and there'll be a little blue star showing where the emote will sit. But you can also just follow the little spirit trail. Oh, more little engravings on the wall. Alright, so this is our second emote from the Isle of Dawn. This one is the Come Here emote. So again, this is just the level 1 basic version that you get for free. And it goes up to the temple. We're gonna head up there first and then come back so we can get that last star on top. So there's the barrier in front of us. It won't let us pass unless we have the requirement, which for this one is 1 Isle of Dawn emote. You'll get used to seeing the constellations after a while, so you'll be able to figure out which one's which, but that little cane-like one is from the Isle of Dawn. So here is our second star. You can see there's a little level at the top. So 2 stars, next level is 2. That means we now have 2 flaps. I believe the next level for 3 flaps is 5 stars. Okay, so we're not going into the temple, we're just going off to the left side. And here's another barrier where you need 2 Isle of Dawn emotes, which we just collected. So we should be able to get in. The floor is a little tricky there to get in, and here is another spirit. So this is the no spirit. And that's just the level 1 no emote. Most of the emotes have about 4 levels, some have a little more though. No, thank you. And the first time you collect each of these spirits, you'll get 1 full candle, which is pretty nice. In the future, candles will be sort of hard to come by, so... Alright, and again, we're not going into the temple yet. We're just going to the right-hand side now. There is a cloud tunnel here. It might be a little challenging to fly through the first time. I remember I used to struggle with this a little bit. But with practice, it'll get better. So at the end of this tunnel, there's actually a structure that you can enter. You just need 2 people to open the door. There's really nothing in there. It used to be for event spirit, but that is gone now. So it's really just an empty building. It's pretty neat to look at though. A lot of fun contraptions that you need 2 people to open, but again, nothing really important in there. So what we're actually going to do is go to the top. And the fastest way to do that is to cut through the clouds. Ah! Okay, we'll try the left side instead of the right side. So basically, if you just fly into the clouds, it'll keep charging your flight, and it'll eventually just push you up. I know it looks kind of confusing. There you go, we're up. And our goal is to get into that cave right there. It's just on the right side here. There's a little opening with another star. So yeah, we have 3 and the next level is 5. So we have 2 flaps. We're like level 2 in terms of flight, but we have 3 stars so far. Now we're just going to go back down and collect those last 2 stars, and then we're done with this area. I'm headed to the left there where all those butterflies are. That's where the cave with the star is. Of course, if you've already collected these emotes, you could have gone here first. We just had to collect emotes to open the gate in front of it. So the barrier says we need 1 Isle Spirit again, which we have. And that is our 4th star. We're gonna go grab 1 more that will give us level 3 flight. I haven't tried flying up here with this little flight, so hopefully we can get up, but I think we can. We're probably going to need a little bit of a boost, so I'm going to call these butterflies here. And then we're going to go straight to glide mode. And hopefully keep pushing up. You could see how my finger is swiping up. There we go, we made it to the top. So this is the very last star that you can find in the Isle of Dawn. Brings us to 5 stars, level 3 flight. Woo! So now we can flap our wings 3 times. So this was every single collectible in the Isle of Dawn. The next step is just to go all the way to the temple at the end again and watch the cutscene, and then we'll be able to go to the next area. I'm just going to cut ahead to when we're out of here. Okay, so we're back at home. You can see that the next area has opened up, the Daylight Prairie, but we'll do that next episode. If you head here, you can open up this constellation table, and you can see all of the spirits we've collected. So there's the point spirit, and you can upgrade all of these things in the future. The no spirit. Oh, right. The point spirit and the come here spirit give you a free hairstyle to begin. So you'll notice there's also this little question mark star. That's not something we can access yet. That's not an emote we can find. That's not a spirit we can find. That is found by upgrading every single node in each of these spirits. So you can see you can upgrade to level 2 point. In the future you can go up higher and unlock more cosmetics. So to unlock that one, you have to get every single node. Anyways, that's everything for the Isle of Dawn. Thanks for watching. Bye!